Okay, my friends. Okay, so today I'm gonna teach you the simplest way to draw a human body. And yep, this is a reference that I'm gonna draw to demonstrate you. So of course, now if we want to draw in a simple way, the first thing that we have to do with the reference is the simplification. And how are we gonna simplify? By breaking it into the simplest form, which is a stick figure. And also we will keep in mind to add gestures when we are simplifying, to simply to add more, you can say, flow to our sketch. And after simplifying into its simplest form, then we will move on to our second step, which is adding a shapes. We will use the 3D shapes to add on the top of our stick figure, which will make our oral reference more believable, or you can say as same as the reference. And lastly, we will add the muscles and the details, and that's how we're gonna draw our human body in a simplest manner. So now I think we should get started, and the first step will be to simplify. So I'm gonna pick a black color, and I already pick a new layer. So what I'm gonna do is first I'm gonna observe the reference. I'm gonna just want to look at the reference, and I want to take a little bit of idea how is the reference, is there anything that I am able to notice, or and I'm able to see this, there's this sort of a flow if I take from the head. So see, I'm just observing right now, and he's doing some sort of poses, kind of, I'm just imagining. So yeah, and observing. So now what I will do is first I will draw the head, and again I'm going to simplifying into its simplest form. So after simplifying the head, and I will look for the angle of the torso, or you can say shoulder, which is kind of like this. See, I'm just breaking down in simplest form. Then I'm going to draw the gestures, which is following like this. Then now to for torso, I will just gonna use a oval. Yep, it's kind of like egg shape. On the top it is little bit pointer, and in bottom it's little bit inflated, kind of like this. And of course in this stage your line will be scribbly, and that will is completely fine because we're trying to simplify. Then after that I'm gonna draw the hips. See, I'm just breaking down, and now I'm gonna also draw a shoulder balls, a shoulder joints, from where our hand will start. Now I think the sketch become a little bit bigger, so I'm gonna make it small. Yep. Now here's a little bit of ideation that I want to give you. See, the from head to neck is the same length for the from neck to chest, or you can say torso, and same goes for the hips. So, and if you take this whole length, you will get your leg. See, so if you really want to know it a little bit more in deeper, you can check out this video where I've explained in much better manner. Right now I just want to move straight to the point. And now that means here I'm going to draw a little bit of kind of underpaints, and I'm going to draw again joints for the legs. So see, it's very simple. Now I'm going to just break down the hands with some stick, see, like this. See, very clean. And here over also. Yep. See, I'm just breaking into its simplest form. Then our leg goes like this. See, I'm breaking it in very simpler manner, and one leg is kind of like this sort of pose, and it's a little bit back compared to our foot. So see, that's how our overall I've simplified my human pose. Now I picked a new layer, and I'm gonna reduce the opacity of my simplified layer. And now again I'm gonna start adding the details. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just add a shapes, not the details. I'm just gonna more refine our head. See, very simple. Yeah, I'm gonna just divide, and yep, I'm gonna draw the shape. I'm gonna draw, see, I'm just drawing now the shapes, which is kind of like this. See, I'm just using a simple shapes over here, and I'm breaking it, and same goes over here for the hips. And I'm speaking a little bit less because I'm focusing on drawing. I think I have done a little bit of over here. And yeah, I'm gonna just draw. Yep. And I think I will draw. See, now for the legs. Now what I'm gonna do for the shoulders, I'm gonna draw big balls, and I'm gonna like just draw a, I think I'm also refining it this time if I'm seeing some mistake. And for C, for my like, I'm just drawing a cylinders and balls for the shoulders, cylinders for the like you can say our triceps or like where the muscles. And for the arm again I'm drawing and yet another like cylinders, see, like that way. And again here I'm drawing cylinders. See, I'm just using a 3D shapes and again a cylinder shapes. See, and here I'm very bad at drawing hands, so I'm going to just leave it a little bit of like awkward shapes for the hand. And here see I'm now dividing into the big shapes. Then again for the legs I'm going to draw I'm going to go for joints first. Then I'm gonna like simply draw the cylinder, see, and I'm gonna just draw some cone over here for the our joint, leg joint, and same goes as the big cylinder. And again I'm going to draw a cylinder for also the lower part of the leg. See, as simple as that. I'm not like complicating or yeah, I'm just trying to simplify. Yeah, and I think the leg became a little bit shorter, and I think that's completely that's same as the reference. And yep. Okay, see now when I completed my second set, yeah, it looks a little bit rough, but let me give you a clear point example. Let me move it a little bit over here. I will bring my like reference layer a little bit after. So let me give you a see. This is our like our first step, that is like simplifying into the it's like basics like simple form, which is the stick figure. Then I added a 3D forms, see, to add a more like interesting nature, or to make it more like same as a reference. Now it's time to move on to our third step, which is like adding a details on the top of our shapes. So again I'm gonna like just reduce the opacity of my like shape layer, and let me also bring my reference back. Okay, now let's start adding the details, which is like drawing the muscles. And here you have to have a little bit of basics knowledge of muscles, so I'm just not gonna follow one-on-one with the reference. I'm just gonna go with my own intuition and with the knowledge that I have a little bit. So first I'm gonna like make my head, and here will be over here. I'm gonna go just faster, it's very loose, nothing that complicated. Yep, see, very loose. Maybe adding a nose over here, maybe, yeah. Very rough, kind of like very simple kind of, I can say. Maybe I will don't draw the, see, then simple, yeah, to make it more believable. I'm just adding a little bit of details. Yep. And yep, to make it a little bit believable. Yep. And I'm gonna draw over here some chest, the, or you can say the wings. And yep, see, I'm just drawing, I'm just observing and like drawing. And yeah, I'm speaking a little less because I'm focusing on like getting details, so sorry if I'm not talking. Very slanted and adding details. Yeah, and maybe you will see tons of mistake over here, but that's completely fine. I'm just giving you an example. So yep, I'm just using a basic shapes here and there. And I think I drawn my like torso, or you can say hips, little bit like the height became a little bit, yeah, but I will fix that in the my like in last. That will be completely fine. Then yep, I think I drawn a little bit bigger. And yep, I'm gonna draw a little bit of some muscles over here that I have a little bit of idea. Yeah. And I think I'm doing a great job. I'm much focused here. And that's completely fine, okay, if you are like focused. And yeah, there's this bit of like angles happens. And just breaking down into the simplified forms. So see, I think I add a little bit of details and I'm happy with that. Sorry that I didn't talked a little bit much. I think I can do a little bit of refining over here and drawing the yep. Yeah, and my lines is so much scribbled because I'm trying to do it faster, so bear with that. And yeah, that's how we did. Now I can add a little bit of more like dark lines where I see more shadows. Yeah, there are some more details that I can add. And basically I want to show you that simplest way to draw a human body, and this is the simplest way. See what are the stuff that we done, and we were able to draw at same as reference. You can check, you can look. Yeah, maybe some details are here and there, but the pose, the action are like 90% like same, and we are able to draw as a human being. Now see, we just done a 3-step. First, what we done was we simplified into its simplest form, which is like drawing the stick figure. Then we add some, on top of that we added some like 3D dimension, or what I'm trying to say, we add a little bit of depthness by adding 3D shapes by using some cylinders like boxes. And after that we added muscles, and which makes it believable like a human body pose. See, and let me reduce it. Now see, that was the like our like step, and we done that. So that was the like whole process. So that was the like whole process. I hope you learned something new from this video, and if that's the case, definitely I would love to hear your wonderful words on the comments. And if you enjoyed this video till this end, maybe you will enjoy this video too. So give it a watch, and until next time, you know the drills, my friend. Keep drawing. Bye. Brilliant. I think the video became too long, but it's great.